Good morning, North Georgia. Good morning, America. Good morning, Georgia. Good morning, wherever you're at. I'd like to say good morning. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. It is World Series time. We're going with the Cubs here at the show. We're going to go with the Cubs. I was on StubHub. I'm your host, BKP, FYNTV.com. Call your friends. Tell them all you got to do is click on FYNTV.com. And that's it. It's that simple. I was on StubHub yesterday. And, you know, standing room only at Wrigley Field. Standing room only. $1,900. Now, I don't know if that'll go up. Now, when's that? Friday night for Game 1 in Chicago? Standing room only, $1,900. I found seats. If you hover over the StubHub, you go to StubHub there, and you hover over there, the different sections. You'll get the ticket prices. I found ticket prices of like $40,000. Can you show a picture? Cole's all over it. What does that say there, Cole? Is that that's standing room only? What's that top right there?
$1,830, and it goes up.
It goes up. That's standing room only, $1,800. All right.
Yeah, it goes.
Wow. And some of those are $40,000. If you go right behind home plate, Cole, right behind home plate, right there. Will you quit moving it all around? My God, I'm getting dizzy at that ball field. If you go right behind home plate, what is that one right there where you're at? Stop.
It is, honestly, I can look at
the one white section right behind home plate is, I seen there.
That's $1,000.
No, it ain't $1,000.
Oh, let me see if I can click it.
There's one right behind home plate was $40,000. $40,000. StubHub. I'm telling you, some of them are $19,000, $22,000. Now,
8,700.
No, that's not the right one. There was one for 40. There's 87. All right, get that off the screen. Now, sources tell me, look this up while we're talking, Cole. Now, listen to me real close. Do you remember the World Series, not the World Series, you remember the playoff game where the kid, where he reached over the outside wall and interrupted the play, interfered in the play that could have been an out? Sources tell me that seat, StubHub put it up for $1 million, that seat.
Really?
Yeah. Just type in $1 million World Series seat at Wrigley Field, see what happens. Anyhow, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, a couple things here to get this show started. Obamacare. Now, I'm going to go local for just a minute, but what I'm doing is no matter where you're at in the country, whether you're in Connecticut this morning, whether you're in Missouri, whether you're in Washington State, Florida, where Trump drew 20,000, like 22,000, some are saying 25 at some of these rallies, in Hillsborough County, Florida yesterday. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. But this is important, okay, no matter where you're at in the country. If you just happen to finally tune in out there in Texas, this is important no matter where. Now, it's your money, and that always gets me with politicians, is when they get confused of who's sending the record amounts of tax money in. Obamacare premiums to go up by double digits. Now, we're all shocked today. We're not shocked. We were told this when Bart Stupak got a letter signed. Remember that? If you look that up, Bart Stupak, right? He would pass on the Obamacare and the whole abortion issue, if the president just wrote him a letter that he could take back to Michigan, to his district, and show people he tried really hard. Anyhow, Obamacare premiums to go up by double digits. This is October 24th. President Barack Obama defended his health care program at a Miami-Dade College Wolfson campus on Thursday. It's worked, he said, pointed out it still has room to improve each year, much like when companies work out bugs of the new smartphone design, okay? Folks, we are seeing that premiums are doubling. Now, what I told you early on, and here's where I'm going with this. I'm going to go in a whole different direction. I told you early on in this campaign for President of the United States, no matter how many ads Hillary Clinton runs, no matter how many get out the vote efforts they use, they can't take away from the fact that it's you and I that are getting the letters in the mailbox concerning our health care providers, our premiums, and the lack of health care providers in a state. Okay? We know it's been set up to right now, the concern I have is right now it's set up to tell you next year this is going to happen and that's going to happen, okay? And usually people don't react or respond until it actually happens. So we know the next president of the United States will have Obamacare laid right on the Oval Office desk, right in the center. And we'll have to do something with it. Something will have to happen. And that something to me will be what they've always intended. Hillary Clinton, if becomes president of the United States, will go to single payer. Now let me talk about something local. This is getting out of hand. Spending your money is getting out of hand. And you better pay attention because it's getting close to reaching critical point. First of all, property owners in the United States of America are paying the brunt of this bill. Okay, property owners. Under the guise of providing services. Okay? Seriously. Now, go and check yourself, property owners. This morning, I'm going to use Gilmer County, Georgia, which I do respect these gentlemen for doing this. No matter where you're at. If you go to fetchyournews.com and you click on Gilmer County and you go into Gilmer County and you hover over the news section, there is legal notices. Right under the news, there's legal notices, easy to find there. And when you go into the legal notices, you'll see the Gilmer Board of Commissioners budget work session announcement. So Lonnie will be today, tomorrow, and Thursday for 3 days, starting at 9 a.m., okay, in the Board of Commissioners conference room in Gilmer County. They will start the budget, okay, the budget workshops for the fiscal 27, the M&O for 2017 budget. Okay, they'll start that and it'll be at 9 o'clock right over here at the Commissioner's Conference Room. There's a reason I'm going with this. Number one is the states, the government keeps rolling things to the states keep rolling things to your local county, no matter where you're at in the United States of America. Okay? Your public service cost to provide services is going through the roof. And it's bloated government. Whether it be vehicles, whether it be hiring, whether it be, no matter what it may be, your public safety, no matter what it may be. And this is not directly at the individuals that provide you your public safety on a daily basis. So let's get that clear. But mandates, requirements, regulations are causing these things under the guise of public services to you, services to the citizens. We are providing you services. Now, I want you to stop in your local county this morning, wherever you may be, and think, what services are they providing me today? Well, then there's the you don't understand all the services we actually provide you. You don't understand on a daily basis what we do for you as a local government, okay? That's why we have to charge you the property tax that we do to provide you the services. Folks, this continues to get worse, Republican or Democrat. Now, here's where I'm going to go with this. Two things. Number one, if your local county, no matter where you're at in the United States of America this morning, is not publicly holding budget meetings for the budget of your sheriff's office, your budget of your EMA, your budget of your courts, your budget of your probate judge, your budget of your tax assessor office. This is where they decide how many cars they have to have. This is where they decide how much. Now, what will you learn? Why is this so important right now with this election on the line 2 weeks? Why would I take valuable time right now with this election on the line in 2 weeks? Because, folks, I'm going to tell you now, it's not until you go into your local, first of all, if your county commissioners or whatever your structure is in your state, if they are not holding public budget meetings, you need to demand it today. If they're not holding public budget workshops that you can hear each elected official come to the county, each department head come to the county, present their budget, why they think they need it for next year, okay? That is where you will learn how many state mandates. Now, when Donald Trump says, and I'm going somewhere with this, when Donald Trump says for every 2 regulations, for every 1 regulation you want to put in place, we're going to end 2. So you bring a regulation and you say in this department, or this department, okay, we're going to end, we want a regulation, we're going to end 2, Donald Trump says, okay? Common Core, end it. Give education back to the states, school choice. Go sit, and that's another one, go sit in your local Board of Education meeting. Look at how your money is spent. Now, what I'm going to caution you not to do, don't go look at the local board and don't go look at the local Board of Commissioners, whatever your structure is in your county. Don't go look at them and assess they're all bad people. Don't do that. They're your neighbors. They're the ones you bump into at the grocery store. They don't have the intent that many think they do, okay? But that's where you will learn what the government says you have to do. When you go to one of these budget meetings like at Gilmer County, you will hear department heads, you will hear elected officials talk about how much state required. And I'm going somewhere with this, training this year, how the state's requiring this year, how the state says they have to upgrade this system in this year. No money, unfunded mandates. Last thing I want to say, and this is where I'm going with all of this. You, the taxpayers, are paying double in many cases for health care. You're paying twice, not double the amount, you're paying twice. How do you figure that? Because your property tax will continue to go up, and it has, enormously. Why? What's that got to do with my health care? Go over this morning. Now, you know, I don't like the word, I don't like the word mishandle the truth, embellish, all that. It's flat out. It's gotten down. I like what Trump's done with it. It's just flat out. Either they're lying or they're not. Go over to your county chairman this morning, commission chair, whatever your county's structured. Ask them how much The increase has been for health care for all of your county employees. Go over and ask about the Board of Education how much health care increases have been for the Board of Education. There's a side that nobody talks about. Nobody talks about. Nobody. We're talking about health care premiums for you. We're talking about health care premiums at your job this morning. We're talking about deductibles going up. We're talking about carriers leaving, people that will cover you leaving the state, only having one health care provider in a state. Multiple states only have one now that have left. Okay, we talk about that and we talk about that. We talk about small business that can't sustain the cost. All of that is talked about. What you will never hear, and you do not hear on any news because it's not charismatic enough. It's not exciting enough. There's no bells and whistles. There's no fireworks that can go off. What you do not hear on any news network this morning is what the increased cost of health care is to the people that provide the services, your county and your state employees, your Board of Education and your school teachers. What that healthcare cost has gone through the roof. I have personally sat for several years since Obamacare has come in place and listened, go one time and listen of what the actual deductible is having to go up. If you have a county employee this morning, we'll use a county employee that $40 a week, we're going to use 40, is coming out of their paycheck every week for health care. All right, $160 a month, their pay. Now, there was a time when the counties could offer the teachers or the county workers, whether you're in a sheriff's office working as a deputy this morning, whether you're an EMA, regardless of what services you're providing in your county, whether it's a teacher all the way to your county employees. There was a time when you could get a reasonable rate for family. So your insurance carrier would come in and say, hey, it's $40 a week for you. Well, that's not bad, 40 bucks, $160 a month. And you can add your family on for X. Well, that's the way to go. I'll add the family on. No, that's gone now. So adding the family on's gone, basically. There is basically no way affordably to add families on now. Look into that. Second, every year I have personally sat in the counties and watched and listened as they say, when they do their health care negotiating for the county employees, whether it be the teachers from the Board of Education side or the commissioners, watch them negotiate their health care and say, you know what, we will not lose. The employee still only wants to pay $40. The employee wants to pay $40. So here's what we do is we raise the deductible. Okay, we raise the copay. I've sat and heard at these commissioner meetings the insurance say, well, you know what, if an employee only wants to pay $40 instead of $15 copay, we go to $25 and we can keep that. Okay, because employers say, no, you're not getting another $10 out of my check. So they say, hey, what if you keep everything? You keep the deductible where it's at, you keep your copay, you keep your prescription plan. Instead of $40 a week, it's going to have to be $65. That's $25, right? 40, 50, 60, yeah, simple math, $25. That's $100 a month. That's $1,200 a year. Well, that's baseball sign-ups. Well, that's cleats. Well, that's this extracurricular. That's a gym bag. The list goes on. A baseball bat. Braces. The list goes on. Folks, as you were hearing this morning that Obamacare next year premiums double and carriers are leaving the state left and right, leaving only one in place, I'm going to ask you this morning to drill down into your property tax that will continue to go up and up. Because if you think your health care cost is going to go up, your property tax is going to go through the roof. You can't continue to pay for unfunded state mandates. You can't continue to pay. Now, as many of you know, on a local level, I have so many friends within the local counties that are EMA and whether the sheriff's office and different offices, school teachers and so forth. So I want to look in the camera and let you know that my comment is not a direct effect, okay, to them individually. But the fact is, you pay their health care. Now, sometimes people don't like to hear, well, you paid my health? Yes, you pay taxes. Your taxes go in. When your taxes go in, they have employees, whether it's a county, whether it's clerks, no matter what it is. Every office you go in, a government building, those people are getting paid. They are getting paid. I know you're saying, well, this is 101. We need to get back to 101. They're getting paid with your tax money that you pay in. Okay, that's okay. We need services. We need to go to the tag office and get tags. We need to go to the probate office and get something done, whatever. So you need these services. You've got to call an ambulance, EMA, the sheriff, 911, okay? All the above. But you pay the bills for those services no matter what they are on your local level. That being health care. Folks, your local taxes, now what's that got to do with Donald Trump and this election? I am just telling you, when I seen the health care rates that are going up with Obamacare, and I seen how the national media was sensationalize it, meaning they were making it a big deal to you, the public, I'm like thinking, nobody's drilling down in this. Go over here in your local county and sit through this year's budget meetings and hear insurance, insurance, insurance. Premium increases. And you will realize that you will not be able to very soon in the near future pay enough tax to sustain what you're spending on a local level. Forget the federal government. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. Demand your counties have budget meetings. Go over and sit through the budget meetings. Ask the questions. Doesn't matter how. It doesn't matter. Ask the questions. Ask them why they're spending the money. If they need 3 vehicles, maybe they do. Maybe they need 3 vehicles for a certain office. But ask them why. Tell them to tell you. Demand. Hey, I want to know why. Why do you need them? They may have a good reason. But I'm telling you, you need to go over and listen to healthcare costs on the local level. Because that's the thing that nobody's scratching the surface of, and that's getting ready to go through the roof. Anyhow, I'm your host, BKP. Donald Trump, I will get to this at 9 o'clock. At 8:30, we have Carla's Corner. Carla will be in here with us this morning. We're going to spend 30 minutes talking about things happening in this beautiful fall weather in North Georgia as the leaves are changing and people are coming up here and enjoying, checking out the fall weather with the leaves. Carla's going to tell us some things going on with the Chamber of Commerce that you can get involved in and enjoy in North Georgia. But here's what I want to go after. Something's not right. Yeah, I know. I gave you a minute because you're sitting out there. Really? That's what you're going to tell us? Something's not right? Something's not right, folks. Okay. Hillsborough County, Florida. Now, this is an article that came out in 2012. 2012. Hillsborough County, Florida. Florida's true, this is from the Tampa Bay Times. Florida's true presidential bellwether. Okay? See, they don't know in 2012 Donald Trump will be the candidate. They don't know any of this when they write this. America's biggest battleground state has 67 counties, but only one with an uncanny knack for picking presidents. Hillsborough is the only Florida county that twice voted for George W. Bush and then flipped to Barack Obama in 2008. It's the only county that can boast of voting for the winning presidential candidate in every election since 1960, except in 1992 when Hillsborough voters backed George H.W. Bush. The article goes on in 2012 to break down Hillsborough County, Florida, in much more detail on how Hillsborough, Florida, which is where Tampa's at, the city of Tampa in Florida, is where Florida, the swing state as it is, something's not right, because in Hillsborough, Florida yesterday in Tampa, Donald Trump drew close to 25,000 people, from 20 to 25,000. Now, we know those numbers are accurate because the Secret Service has to know. They have to know, okay? 20 to 25,000 people in Hillsborough County, this is where I'm talking about, Hillsborough County, Tampa area, came out to see Donald Trump yesterday. 20 to 25,000. And yet, Tim Kaine, right on the breaking of the front, I touched a little bit on the article, but right on the front breaking, Tim Kaine, the vice presidential nominee for Hillary Clinton, he did a rally for 30 people yesterday. They're having problems. Hillary's doing these rallies, and her surrogates are doing these rallies in gymnasiums, 500 and 600 people. Okay? Now, the reason I put that together, because I got 4 minutes, the reason I put that together, Hillary and her surrogates, Hillary does not have the stamina to do day-to-day. Let me just give you, Hillary could not do this. She's doing 20 minutes, okay? 20 minutes. So I'm serious. I'm not trying to, but Donald Trump's campaign today has, what, 2 more rallies and 3 more rallies in Florida today, 2 or 3. Tomorrow he's going up to D.C. to cut the ribbon on the hotel at the post office, and then he's going to North Carolina. The turnout, that's what's got the Hillary Clinton campaign concerned, okay? Now, when Barack Obama ran in 2008 and in 2012, Google it, don't take my word. Enormous rallies. Now, you got the people out there, you got the liberal media telling you that these rallies don't matter. They just don't matter. Okay, and at 9 o'clock, we're going to talk about the day after. Why is the media focused on the day after what happens with Donald Trump, what happens with the Republican Party, what happens with the conservative media, which I'm going to take that on at 9 o'clock, because supposedly all this conservative media will fall apart. There'll be such infighting. See, I don't think it was the RNC that got hacked that revealed emails, which led to the head of the RNC having to resign. So there's never any discussion with all the information we have from WikiLeaks and all the information that's coming. There's never any discussion on the Democrat Party the day after. Does that not trouble you at all? There's not one news source that is writing what happens the day after the election in the Democrat Party. What happens? How do they recover for after the way they treated Bernie Sanders? How do they recover knowing now what we know about all of the campaign things and the dirty trips? We're going to talk about Donald Duck. Remember the Donald Duck? What is that? What is that called? The I forget. The Veritas, is that what it's called? Donald Trump, Donald Duck, right? Donald Duck, rigging the election. Video number 3. All right. Kramer's confirms Hillary Clinton's involvement. Hillary Clinton sent out Donald Duck. Folks, I'm your host. It's 8:29. We got Carl in here. We're going to have a little fun from 8:30 to 9. Carla's Corner. And at 9 o'clock, get back with me because we're going to talk about polling data, Donald Duck, and the day after the election. I'm your host, BKP. Healthcare cost. Why won't they tell you the truth about healthcare cost and how you're paying for it through your property taxes, and they will continue to go up? I'm your host, BKP. Cole, take us to break.
what you gonna do with all that junk?
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Pizza Hut makes the best pizza in the entire universe, but they won't tell you that. I've been marooned on this planet for a while now. You are an impressive race. Your children know excellent hiding places. Your oceans aren't filled with lava. And you figured out how to combine a grilled cheese sandwich with a Pizza Hut pizza. Surely interstellar travel will soon follow, and then I can finally get back home. Round. Round like home. The grilled cheese stuffed crust pizza, proof that no one out-pizzas the Hut.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
El Rey in Ellijay.
El Rey Mexican Restaurant.
Family owned and operated and a local favorite for families, parties, and meetings.
Great prices.
Friendly service and delicious Mexican cuisine.
Patio dining available.
Come sing in Carlos's Cantina every Friday 9 to 1.
Eat in or take away.
Same location for 14 years. Open 7 days at the corner of Maddox Drive and 515. North Georgia's favorite Mexican cuisine. El Rey in Ellijay.
This is the big one, the 20% off MSRP model year-end clearance at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, with huge savings over $3,600 off the redesigned Malibu. Now just $20,400. Save over $8,600 off Silverado Crew Cab LT. Now just $33,500. 20% off new Chevys. Right here, right now, at Days Chevrolet in Jasper.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Pizza Hut.
Giving it my space. Good morning. It's time for Carla's Corner. I'm your host, BKP, and this would happen to be Carla.
Hey.
Where have you been?
I'm retiring from Apple Festival.
Does post Apple Festival call for a minor retirement period?
Yes. The weekend in between, I ate too much festival food with Cole and Lonnie, so I was having issues. And then the weekend after, I had a field trip. The kids had a field trip.
I seen that. They went to the zoo?
We went to the zoo. Went to the Atlanta Zoo.
I know. Last week, Carly was supposed to be with us, and the girls had a field trip, and you went down with them, and I seen the pictures and everything. Looked like you guys had a lot of fun. Give us Carly, give us a quick breakdown of Apple Festival and some like the success this year. I mean, I'm hearing close to record-breaking numbers. I'm hearing just the total community. The amount of new vendors you had down at Apple Arts. Tell us a little bit about the whole of 2-week events, parade included.
We had the second largest Apple Festival ever.
Second largest.
Second largest. There's nothing wrong with being the second largest.
Okay, we'll take that.
We were the second.
What does second largest mean? Tell the folks what it means. Wake up already.
It means roughly 56,000 people came here over the 2 weekends.
56.
I don't know. It's not important. It was the second best ever.
But it was 56,000 people.
Yes. Wow. Which means good things and bad things sometimes because, you've got to combat things that happen when you have numbers that large. I mean, it's just when you get that many people in one place, it becomes, you experienced it, the dust. I mean, we are definitely in a drought, so you get 20-something thousand people in a weekend tromping through a fairgrounds, it becomes rather dusty.
Yes, we know that.
Yes.
Firsthand. Okay, so 56,000. You know what I really enjoyed? I love the local people come out and enjoy the festival. I was amazed with the amount of local people at the festival that I knew, because a lot of people, you would hear them say, if they're local, they'd say, you would hear through the community, I'm not going down there, that's for people from out of town. No, I've seen a lot of local people enjoy the festival. I enjoyed seeing that. Then a lot of people I talked to guys from Colorado and all over.
All over.
Where are some of the people that you met or the chamber has signed up over there that from another country or?
We definitely had a lot of people from Florida. We had a lot from South Carolina and North Carolina. Obviously, the first weekend was a challenge because of the hurricane. We had a lot of people fleeing to come here. And so we had to find places for them to stay. We were trying to help them, they had to, a lot of them had to bring their pets. They needed, and it was definitely chaotic the first weekend trying to help the people that were fleeing the hurricane. So we did have a little bit different crowd than we've ever had because we were drawing people from South Carolina, North Carolina, the east coast of Georgia. We were attracting people that maybe were going to other shows that got canceled because of the hurricane. So the first weekend was kind of interesting. We had a very different dynamic of people coming than we have seen in the past. But we did see our large numbers from Florida. We saw our large numbers from Alabama, Chattanooga, a lot of those places.
I saw Maryland and New Jersey.
Huh?
Maryland and New Jersey and Hawaii. Me and Lonnie saw a Hawaii tag.
Wow. That's cool. I don't know.
Did you hear something?
I did hear something.
That was cool.
That's awesome, though.
Okay.
How'd they get a car here from Hawaii?
Don't go there. Don't go there. I always see the tag and I think, all right, now how did that happen? But
that's a lot of work. Why wouldn't you just fly and rent a car? Just saying.
Yeah, let's not figure out how you get a car from Hawaii. Okay, moving right along. Have you done something with your hair?
Yeah, finally got a hair appointment. It's been like, I don't even know. I think it's been since Apple Blossom Festival since I've had my hair done. Okay. This is a miracle. And what was bad is because I've been so busy that I could even schedule an appointment, but who knows what's going to come up and I'm going to have to take care of, and then I'm not going to be able to go. And so finally I was texting my lady. I'm like, please, do you have 5 minutes? She's like, girl, it takes more than 5 minutes to do your hair. I'm like, I can squeeze it in. So, yes, finally got my hair done. Finally. So
Okay.
I'm becoming human again. It's great.
What do we have coming up?
We have trick-or-treating downtown on the square.
And tell
What
us
are you
about-
dressing as?
Do you have any suggestions?
A political informant.
Is that funny?
Yeah, it was.
That you cracked yourself up.
I
there,
did, I did.
You've been waiting on that one, right? Yeah, I got this.
I actually winged that. That was pretty good, though.
You winged that. What are you going as?
Well, I hadn't decided. My kids are going to be Darth Vader and Chewbacca. That's what they're going to be for Halloween.
Now, how did they get into Star Wars?
Abby is a huge Star Wars fan, and she makes the sound that Chewbacca makes. Like, she does a really good impersonation.
Does she?
Yeah.
I like to hear that.
So she wanted to be Chewbacca for Halloween. And then, so Haley kind of got on board. She's like, I want to be that guy. And I'm like, you don't even know what you're talking about. I mean, she fell asleep during Star Wars. She doesn't count. So I was like, what do you want to be? And so she just picked Darth Vader. So she's Darth Vader. I think she wanted to be Anakin and then decided to go to Darth Vader. And so then I was like, I had it in my heart that I was going to be a serial killer. I was going to get a shirt and put little boxes of cereal on it, and put forks in them, and have blood on my shirt. I'd be a serial killer. But now I think I'm going to be Rey from Star Wars because I can do my man bun thing like she does. We'll see. It'll be
You know, I
surprise.
guarantee. You know, the one thing I miss when you're not here, and then you're not here long. That I realize every time you are here, you just push the limit with me. You just push right up to the.
I didn't have enough coffee to follow that monologue.
I don't understand what you said either. But I do want to say this. Talking about Halloween, I know how boring I am out there, okay? But I did go to the movie Saturday night. I went to the movie Saturday night. Went to Easttown Cinema, okay, over here.
Praise the Lord.
What was that all about? That's where I go.
Did you take Lisa?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
My God.
Did you
Really?
complain?
No, I didn't. Hey, what's with all this?
It's fantastic. You learned
Learn what?
from the last one.
I went to Easttown Cinema. That's where I like to go. It's a great theater.
Yes,
I
it
mean,
is.
it really is. And yes, Lisa and I went to the movies Saturday night. I did not smuggle in my own popcorn, though.
You better not, because that's the best popcorn around.
I didn't smuggle popcorn. But the movie,
What'd you see?
that Tyler Perry's Boo-Hoo or whatever.
Medea the Boo. I've never seen a single Medea movie, believe it or not. Yep.
Are you serious?
Add that to the collection of movies I've never seen.
You don't know Medea?
I have never seen a single Tyler Perry movie, for the record.
Oh, listen, I'm not advocating Tyler Perry because I do not want to find out why you shouldn't get married 93 times and all that. I get tired of his stuff, man. I get tired of that stuff. I can't. I don't like. How did I become a movie critic?
I don't
Just because
know.
I'm a critic.
You're a critic of everything.
Oh, okay. I do not enjoy Tyler Perry movies outside of the Medea.
Oh, okay.
So if it's Medea, I like. The Boo-Hoo was great. It was packed. It was packed. People loved it.
Good.
It was hilarious. You should take the kids. They might not understand everything.
We've got our we're holding out. We're waiting for Trolls.
I seen the trailer on that. Really?
It's a monumental thing for me to share that with my children because I grew up on the generation of the original Trolls.
I see them as colorful little liberal monsters wanting to indoctrinate your kids. That's what I see.
Oh my!
Have you shown your kids Halloween Town?
I seen the trailer. Look, I was like, look at that. Look at that. Look at the liberal agenda in that.
Okay.
Have you shown your kids Halloween Town?
You need to bring your kids by so I can talk to them about it.
Yeah, that'll go over well.
Halloween. Let's get back to Halloween.
So Halloween will be downtown 5 to 8, trick or treating on the square. Everybody come down, dress up. There'll be lots of things going on. It'll be good.
When? Like this Friday?
No, Halloween. I said Halloween.
When is Halloween? I don't.
Monday, the 31st.
Is that Monday?
Yep. We always Halloween on Halloween.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Halloween on Halloween. There's a thought.
Why does everybody think that the holiday has to fall not on a holiday? Let's celebrate Christmas in January.
All right, so you bring your kids down to the square, and everybody has a space, and they give out candy, and I enjoy it because the little kids, the little babies are dressed up, the little tiny kids are dressed up. Some of the adults get scary. Carla, I'm telling you.
Let me tell you something right now.
Some of the adults get scary, make me nervous.
I saw a thing this morning on Facebook, and it was hilarious. It showed a picture of a clown, and this is not a fun, like I'm serious. If a clown was to jump out at me, he would regret the day that he did that. I'm serious. Like, I would throw down on this clown. But I saw a thing.
Clowning around.
No clowning around
how
me.
many jokes can we get out of that?
So I saw a thing
around.
on Facebook this morning of a clown. Like, I think it was the It clown from the movie It.
Go ahead, clown.
That's scary.
Yeah.
It?
Yeah. So the clown's on there. He's like, so you haven't heard much about Pokemon Go since I've been around.
Oh my God.
I was like, that's a true story.
That's true.
Did you like the movie It?
I watched it when I was very, like, you know,
Who wrote
probably
that?
middle.
Who wrote that again?
Stephen King.
Yeah, it's like 4 hours.
Yes.
And for 3 hours and 50 minutes, it's an awesome movie, and then he like sobers up and he can't write the ending. And it's like, what happened here?
Yeah, so I was like in middle school, and I was having a slumber party, and we were like, we're gonna watch scary movies because we're cool, and we all fell asleep.
What came on during Halloween for me? That's when I watched it as a kid. It scared me.
So Halloween, do the girls like spooky movies?
No, not really. We don't watch a lot of scary movies.
Really?
Obviously, we don't watch a lot of movies. Period.
I
did record Hocus Pocus as a tradition.
Oh, yes.
Everybody has
Oh,
to watch
yes.
Hocus Pocus.
You gotta watch Hocus Pocus.
I recorded it.
What's with him? He's on his Hocus Pocus. He's all I mean, we're talking this Halloween. He is all over that, is he not?
Well, I can imagine he has a lot to say about your.
Yeah, but he shouldn't tell people he likes. Isn't that like kid movie Hocus Pocus?
No.
No, it came on Disney Channel.
It comes on like 14 different channels. There's a whole calendar of where and when you can watch
What am I
Hocus
missing with
Pocus.
Hocus Pocus?
It's like the best Halloween movie ever. It has
Yeah.
Bette Midler in it. Like that's it.
It was made the year I was born.
Oh wow, I feel old.
93.
Easy.
Easy.
I feel old.
Easy.
And 10 years later, I graduated high school.
My favorite Halloween circle of movies is the Chucky's. I like Chucky.
Oh, man.
I love Chucky.
I have seen all of those.
Huh?
I have seen all
Oh,
of
that
those.
Chucky's a bad boy.
I was gonna say I can go back to traditional, but the problem is when I saw it when it came out, it was scary. But now if I watch it, I'm like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever watched. But I did
How
all
dare you? I
the
love Chucky.
Scream, no, all the Scream ones and all the I Know What You Did Last Summers. Like that was like everybody when I was.
Yeah, I know. I never got into the Halloween and all those who like, don't go in that shed. Don't go in that shed.
No.
You know those? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I can't stand those movies. Okay, Trick or Treat, Monday night. What time?
5 to 8.
5 to 8, right here at the square at LJ. You bring the kids down. It's a great family night here in the community. We do enjoy it, FetcherNews.com, and so many of the businesses, all of the businesses and people line their cars up all the way around the square, and we're all set up, and the kids, I mean, I'm going to say thousands.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of people.
Now, some adults, they do a really good job with the costumes. They're like amazing. Some people really go all out. It's like amazing. Some people just scare the daylights out of them.
There was like, I think it was 2 years ago, there was the Addams Family that won the costume contest. They were awesome. That was pretty awesome.
Wolfman always shoots my nerves. There's always a Wolfman in the crowd, and every time there's a Wolfman bothers me.
I think it was last year.
I have Wolfman issues.
I think it was last year. There was I saw on one of these mommy blogs that was the Anna Elsa drinking game. Every time you hand out candy to an Anna or Elsa, you take a shot. Because that was the year of everybody dressing up as Anna and Elsa from Frozen.
Yeah, I missed that one too.
You can play next year.
The world's just passing me by. All right, I missed that one too. What else is going on over
You
at the
could
chamber?
you could play one for watching your show. Every time you hear Trump or Hillary take a shot.
Yes, but that would be some straight up alcoholics drinking in the morning. I mean, you have to get up early to start that drinking game. So every time you hear Trump or Hillary take a shot,
Yeah.
you're trying. Really?
Or conspiracy.
You be going.
Conspiracy?
Yeah.
You be going.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm going to have to play back these tapes. I didn't know I was doing all that. I didn't realize I did all that.
Do y'all have the videos on YouTube yet of all our food?
Yes.
Yes.
I know y'all did it on the live feed, but I didn't
Yes.
know
Yes.
if it's on YouTube.
Cole has them. He can
I
send
want
it
to
you.
share them.
What's going on over at the chamber besides spooky stuff?
Spooky. We have got some great things coming up in November. We have our annual Operation Thank You that we do every year. We go visit all of our members. And then we have our Ag Extravaganza, which is our Farmers Appreciation Dinner that we're doing to say thank you to all of our farmers because, you know, we reap the harvest of their hard work. So we are going to say thank you to them. And then we have our network luncheon also next month. So we've got a busy couple weeks coming up.
Well, let me also say, first of all, anyone out there, thank you very much for visiting us here in North Georgia, 56,000 strong. But we also want to remind you that the backdrop of our show today is what the North Georgia mountains look like. So our apple farmers would love to let you know that October, all of October is apple month here in North Georgia. So all the apple houses are open strong. Beautiful fall weather this weekend. You can't beat getting out. 60, 70 degrees. All of our apple houses would love to see you. Many things going on, and it's still apple season in North Georgia, and so many things to do. Stay active, LJ, hiking, plan hiking trips, and then also check out the chamber. They're on Highway 515 on the northbound side, right here in LJ. Big sign that says Chamber of Commerce right on your right-hand side. Go in there and say hello. What else do we have?
That's it.
You know, you're supposed to do that.
You always take the lead, so I just follow along.
How are the girls?
They're good.
Are they?
Yeah.
How's school?
It's good. Haley got straight A's.
Straight A's?
Yeah. You know, I used to think that was like such a big deal because, like, you know, when I was in elementary school, straight A's was like hard. I mean, like, you know, if I got straight A's, my dad gave me like $100 or something. He's like, holy cow, you got straight A's? It's a big deal.
Wait a minute, was it really a big deal or was it because it was a big deal for you?
It was a big deal
let's get over that.
If you remember when we were, well, you may not remember, but when I was little, you got a grade for your behavior. And that was part of your grades. I mean,
What's that called?
I don't know, conduct or something, but anyway.
Yeah, conduct.
Yeah, you got a grade for, that was part of your overall grade. So, like, if you were bad, you got a B, even if you got all A's in your academics.
You got an E or P, excellent or poor.
Yeah, so, it was, like, really hard to get straight A's. And then back then, you know, teachers didn't give you an A for effort. They gave you an A because you had to earn it.
Yep.
So, get to the point. Are we diminishing my little friend's straight A's, or
I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
I haven't made.
I'm like,
you've got me so confused. Am I happy for her?
Well, the first time she got straight A's, I was like, woohoo, straight A's, and then like she got straight A's again,
and you're like,
and then she got straight A's
again. But I know you.
And then Abby got A's and B's, and I'm like, my bookworm has A's and B's. Mind you, her B's are in math and science. But it's just interesting. It's interesting. But I'm okay with it. I'm okay with these A's because kids have so many more things going on at school now than we did when we were kids, as far as Lexile reading scores and CCRPI and all that that stuff. And so, you know, they don't need to be, you know, they need that little boost of confidence so that they can take all these standardized tests and all these achievements and different things they have to do that we didn't have to do when I was a kid. So I'm just saying, I'm okay with it. It's good.
Is there a conspiracy here? I'll check into it.
I'll take a shot.
Okay, let me go back to the question. How are the girls and Haley got straight A's, right?
Yep, straight A's.
Okay, and let's go with that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just go with she got straight
And
A's.
cheerleading season is over. Yay. One
Are
less
you
activity.
cheerleading?
I am. One less activity I have to do. So,
Did the girls enjoy cheerleading?
well, Abby cheerleaded. Haley's still doing soccer. And then I've got basketball right after soccer.
It's getting ready to start, right?
Yep.
Sign-ups. You like do the girls like basketball?
Well, Haley played when she was really, really little, like 4 or 5. And she was the littlest kid on the team. So, of course, she was the point guard. And she figured out that she could dribble the ball down the goal. But the way that it worked at that age group in the rec department, you're not allowed to come play defense until she gets inside the three-point line. So she just wouldn't go inside the three-point line. She just stayed outside so nobody could ever take the ball away.
Well, you know, I love the young kids' youth basketball. It is hilarious.
Yes,
because
I'm excited about
great
that.
To watch. Last year, I went and watched this kid. He's this tall, right? I went and watched him, and he had the one-hand dribble down. I mean, he had it down. He's only this tall, and he would dribble the ball, make everybody chase him. I'm like, they're yelling, pass the ball. No, he's going to dribble all around, okay? And I love it. But I love the youth basketball. Well, I'm glad the girls are going to play basketball. We will have the basketball sign-ups here. Team FYN Sports, Gilmer County. Go to Team FYN Sports if you want to find out how to sign your
Deadline
children
is
up.
October 31st, just so everybody knows. That's Monday.
Deadline is October 31st. We'll get that up there today. And visit the chamber.
That's why I didn't know it was October 31st until I got the 10-day reminder email. I was like, woo, better get that done.
And what is the email address at the chamber?
Email address? You mean our website?
Whatever it is. How do they find you over there?
GilmerChamber.com.
GilmerChamber.com.
Yep.
And you can find Carla, and you can stop by and say hello. Hi.
He does.
Yes, I do, from time to time. And Monday, Halloween, come down from what time?
5 to 8.
5 to 8, and dress up and enjoy Trick or Treat with us on the square in LJ. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, and we come back, might talk a little politics. You never know. Take a break, Cole.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, Stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Pizza Hut makes the best pizza in the entire universe, but they won't tell you that. I've been marooned on this planet for a while now. You are an impressive race. Your children know excellent hiding places. Your oceans aren't filled with lava. And you figured out how to combine a grilled cheese sandwich with a Pizza Hut pizza. Surely interstellar travel will soon follow. And then I can finally get back home. Round. Round like home. The grilled cheese stuffed crust pizza. Proof that no one out-pizzas the Hut.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
El Rey in Ellijay.
El Rey Mexican Restaurant.
Family owned and operated and a local favorite for families, parties, and meetings.
Great prices.
Friendly service and delicious Mexican cuisine.
Patio dining available.
Come sing in Carlos's Cantina every Friday 9 to 1.
Eat in or take away.
Same location for 14 years. Open 7 days at the corner of Maddox Drive and 515. North Georgia's favorite Mexican cuisine. El Rey in Ellijay.
And we're back. Good morning from the office. I'm North Georgia's only live online morning show, BKP, FYNTV.com. Now let's look at this just briefly one more time, because I'm going to tell you something is wrong. Now, polls are tightening. Okay, they're tightening. All right, that is true. But things are bouncing around. Now, the poll that Trump has been bragging about, the IBD-TIPP tracking poll, this morning on the daily tracking, it has Clinton up by 1. So Clinton's up by 1 on this poll. All right. NBC News SM poll, Clinton's up 5. The ABC News tracking again this morning has Clinton up 12. ABC has him up 12. We know the samples are skewed. LA Times USC tracking has Clinton at 1, a +1. Okay. New Hampshire. Now, why was Hillary Clinton with Pocahontas yesterday? Why was she with Pocahontas yesterday in New Hampshire, okay, campaigning? Why was Elizabeth Warren and why did they do the nasty? Why did they go up there, Janet Jackson, and do nasty women vote, and this nasty woman's going to do this, and this nasty? Why did Elizabeth Warren and Hillary Clinton campaign in what is supposed to be very safe New Hampshire. Now, this morning's tracking poll, daily tracking poll, and it was taken probably yesterday, since Elizabeth Warren, Pocahontas, and Hillary did their nasty dance together there. Now, the impression that the Hillary Clinton campaign wants to lead you is that they're starting to work the down ballot. Folks, that's not true. That's the impression they want to give you. Now, she is showing up 1 point in the IBD, which is the one that got it right last time. But outside of the Star Tribune in Minnesota, so who did that? Who did that poll? That wacky senator up there. What would his name be? But Minnesota, outside of the 8-point in Minnesota by the Star Tribune, okay, that come out, and that's Minnesota. He's Minnesota. The only poll is the ABC News tracking poll. Now the rest have Clinton by 1, the LA team, Clinton by 6. Clinton by 5, okay? The reason being is Ayotte in the UMass, okay? Kelly Ayotte is up 4 points this morning. So getting directly to it, Hillary Clinton and Pocahontas were in New Hampshire yesterday because no matter what the polls say, they were not campaigning down ballot. And the reason I know they're not campaigning down ballot, you go look at Hillary's schedule. And Hillary's going, their schedule is they're going to be in Wisconsin because they know it's in play. They're going to be in Pennsylvania. They know it's in play. North Carolina, Florida. Wisconsin, Ohio, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Florida. They wanted the crooked media, the rigged election media, wanted you to believe that they were working down ballot in Texas. They're working down ballot in Arizona. They're working down ballot in areas that show that they already feel they have won the general election. Not true. New Hampshire, Kelly Ayotte is up 4. Well, you may say, well, Kelly Ayotte did not endorse Donald Trump and has run away from Donald Trump. That doesn't mean that the people are not going to still go vote for Donald Trump in New Hampshire. That doesn't mean it. That doesn't mean that if Kelly Ayotte's up by 4 this morning in New Hampshire, there's a chance Donald Trump's right in there. And see, Hillary wanted to lead you to believe she was campaigning down ballot. That's not true. I know you think I've lost it where it comes to New Hampshire, that she was actually up there campaigning with Pocahontas to gain a Senate seat. I have to disagree with that. I think Hillary's New Hampshire is Trump's Utah. I gave you a minute. What does that mean? Well, you got McMuffin out there. What's his name? That's the only way I can remember. McMitchin or whatever. Egg McMuffin out there that is running in Utah. Okay? Because the Mormons are going to get even. I know my 3 Mormon viewers are upset, and I love you out there. I care for you. I'm not mistreating you. But you tell me that the Utah vote, we have the underlying, this is one place you're going to get the truth. I'm not going to run away from the truth. Regardless if it crosses religious lines, Muslim lines, regardless of what it crosses, I'm not going to run away from the truth. We have heard the 5 million, I'm going somewhere with this. We have heard the 5 million that stayed home, okay? We have the underlying quiet polls that the evangelicals would not come out and vote for Mitt Romney. He's a Mormon. You don't like that. You didn't like hearing that because you don't like to hear the truth at sometimes, but I refuse to go any other direction. Now, there's a lot of evangelicals, whether you like it or not, that were not prepared to go out and vote for a Mormon. Okay? They were more inclined to vote for a Muslim, half-black Barack Obama. I feel Barack Obama has stronger Muslim ties than he actually does Christian ties. That's my opinion. So anyhow, that being said, Mitt Romney has not got as pleasant and mild-mannered as Ward Cleaver Romney, right? You know who that is generationally. Ward Cleaver Romney there, okay? The very proper guy, all right? Is not about to accept how Donald Trump got this nomination and he could not win. So they got their own Bill Kristol, they got their own candidate out there in Utah, and the Mormons are going to show everybody. So anyhow, New Hampshire, to me, is Hillary Clinton's Utah. Don't get caught off guard. Yes, Mike Pence is going to Utah because it is true. McMuffin is out there, and it is a tight race, and the last thing Donald Trump needs is to lose Utah. And yes, Mike Pence has gone out there to try to convince the people of Utah not to get even with Donald Trump or the Republican Party, and please do not help do anything to put Hillary Clinton in office. Now, with all these polls this morning, we see everything within striking distance. And we see the media leading you to believe, trying to lead you to believe that it's over the day after. What will Donald Trump do the day after? There's no discussion. You will not find discussion on what Hillary Clinton will do the day after. Okay? You won't find that. You won't find what will happen to the DNC. You won't find when Donald Trump wins, the DNC will have to look at how they treated Bernie Sanders. None of the above. Polling is likely voters. Polling is tight. Clinton does show in the polling, some of the reputable polling, with a 1 point. Right there at the mark, 1 point. So they are neck and neck with 3 different polls. 5 points is a little over the margin of error, but then again, that's NBC, okay? Only 1 out there with 12. So let's not get into how deep and how wrong the polls are and how skewed they are. Turnout. Are they nervous? This came out yesterday at 2:54 p.m. Hillary Clinton to hold rally in Tampa on Wednesday. The race for president is heating up. The race for president is heating up. Democrat candidate Hillary Clinton announced on Monday she will host an early voting rally in Tampa on Wednesday. The rally will be held at 2:45. Let's see. I got to make sure this date is right. Yeah, October 24th, 2016. The rally will be held at 2:45 p.m. at the Curtis Hickson Park in downtown Tampa. Doors will open, okay? At 12:15, you can watch the live stream of the rally on WFLA Facebook page, okay? Get details here. Let's go to the details. There's something I'm going to bring up and tell you about, okay? Oh, you got to sign up. Hillary Clinton in Tampa, sign up here to go, all right, at 2:45 Wednesday, October 26th. Okay, Hillary Clinton does these rallies that they're having a hard time getting people to go to. Now, people are using the Facebook Live program, and they're using YouTube Live and to stream these events. Yesterday, I went to a Facebook Live. This may be meaningless, folks. But I went to a Facebook Live Hillary Clinton event with Pocahontas. And on Facebook, it could tell you there was 8,000 people watching, okay? 8,000 people. It showed it, 8,000 people. I go over when Donald Trump starts in Tampa, okay? In Tampa. I think it was like 54,000. Well, that's the internet. You're going to fall for that internet. No. This is Facebook. These people are, we've already seen that the COO or the CEO or COO of Facebook is all in the tank for Hillary. So why wouldn't they skew these numbers? There was 8,000 for Hillary. There was like Facebook live stream viewers, like 54,000 for Trump. And then you go to YouTube's live stream. I think it's called Right Side Broadcasting. And there's like 30-some thousand watching, 28 to 32. It jumps up back and forth when people leave. So you got 30,000 watching there on YouTube. And then you've got 20 to 25,000 at the rally. Folks, this election is going to come to turnout. Hillary Clinton will not be able to get the Black, Hispanic, and the Friends of Bernie that she thinks to the polls. This election will revolve around turnout. So is it possible the polls this morning that say, hey, Donald Trump by likely voters is down 1 by Hillary Clinton, and Donald Trump come and be able to win in 2 weeks? Absolutely. Turn out. I, for one, believe the polls are wrong. Okay. 2, I believe a lot of the WikiLeaks information leads us to see how the reporters, okay, how many were they? 50 reporters they found that were Hillary friends that got caught. They're all friends of Hillary. What do I have here? I got it here somewhere. But anyhow, they have 50-some reporters that have all been connected to Hillary Clinton's campaign some way, shape, or form. All right. I think all of that is skewed, and I think turnout. Trump will be in Sanford, Florida. Trump will be in Tallahassee, Florida today. So at 3 o'clock, Trump will be in Sanford. At 6 o'clock, he'll be in Tallahassee. Tomorrow, he's going to be at Washington, D.C. And then also tomorrow, he's going to Kingston, North Carolina. I'm interested in that one. Thursday, he's going to Springfield, Ohio, Toledo, Ohio, Swanton, Ohio. Okay, that's Mike Pence. Mike Pence will be in Ashland, Ohio, Marietta, Ohio, Reno, Nevada. Pence is going out there. Salt Lake City, Utah, and Colorado Springs, Colorado. That is their schedule. Keep in mind, now the Trump campaign could do the same thing. Hillary Clinton's campaign added this rally in Tampa. They're not going down ballot as much as you think. Because what was the article? Why are they going to Hillsborough County? Hillsborough County, this is from 2012, November 1st, 2012. Hillsborough County, Florida's true presidential bellwether. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. Don't fall for the down ballot. What happens? What happens after Election Day? I got a couple predictions on that. And we'll talk more about the health care. I got some great emails I want to read. Talk to you after this break. BKPFYNTV.com.
Pizza Hut makes the best pizza in the entire universe, but they won't tell you that. I've been marooned on this planet for a while now. You're an impressive race. Your children know excellent hiding places. Your oceans aren't filled with lava. And you figured out how to combine a grilled cheese sandwich with a Pizza Hut pizza. Surely interstellar travel will soon follow. And then I can finally get back home. Round. Round like home. The grilled cheese stuffed crust pizza. Proof that no one out-pizzas the Hut.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
El Rey in Ellijay.
El Rey Mexican Restaurant.
Family owned and operated, and a local favorite for families, parties, and meetings.
Great prices.
Friendly service and delicious Mexican cuisine.
Patio dining available.
Come sing in Carlos's Cantina every Friday 9 to 1.
Eat in or take away.
Same location for 14 years. Open 7 days at the corner of Maddox Drive and 515. North Georgia's favorite Mexican cuisine. El Rey in Ellijay.
Better days ahead.
This is the big one. The 20% off MSRP model year-end clearance at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. With huge savings over $3,600 off the redesigned Malibu. Now just $20,400. Save over $8,600 off Silverado Crew Cab LT. Now just $33,500. 20% off new Chevys. Right here, right now. At Days Chevrolet in Jasper.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Pizza Hut makes great pizza, but they can't tell you what a gift it is. I can. They took a grilled cheese and combined it with stuffed crust pizza. To think, I almost wasn't here to try it.
How did you?
It's not important, Jen. What's important is that I watched the sunrise this morning. Then I got to stand in a room filled with this pizza. And later I'll stare at the ocean. Or maybe I'll learn Russian. Or listen to jazz. Or try my hand at needlework, or open a door for a beautiful woman, or read a human interest story, or make dessert wine, or ride a wild horse, or experiment with watercolors. Eat every slice like it's your last, especially you, Doug. Especially Doug, right? You care about Doug. The grilled cheese stuffed crust pizza, proof that no one out-pizzas the Hut.
I'm Sheriff Dane Kirby, and I'll stand up for you.
I'm Stacy Nicholson, Sheriff of Gilmer County, and I will stand up for you.
Stand up and speak out. No matter how rich, cool, talented you believe yourself to be, how you treat people ultimately tells all. I am Allison Sosby, District Attorney, and I'll stand up for you.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think the 25,000 people that showed up for the Trump rally in Tampa yesterday were concerned or have concerns on what happens to the Republican Party after the election day? Do you think those people were thinking about what happens to the Republican Party the day after Election Day? Those people. Let's talk about those people that went there. Now, let's, and because you know who you are out there, that you have not been to a rally, but you would go. Sanford, Florida, okay? Sanford, Florida. Thousands expected at Donald Trump rally in Sanford. This is today, okay? Hillary Clinton, they are working now for tomorrow for buses. They've got to figure something out. They've got to, because they got to pack something, and they got a problem. 25,000 yesterday. Thousands are expected to attend a campaign rally Tuesday afternoon for Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump at Orlando Sanford International Airport. Trump supporters arrived in Sanford very early Tuesday, more than 12 hours before the rally. 12 hours. I mean, either they're very excited to see this candidate, or somebody lied and told them that, Star Wars tickets were going on sale. I'm serious, folks. Pay attention. 12 hours before the rally, which is scheduled to begin at 3 p.m. at Millionaire Orlando. Several slept in their cars in the parking lot. Now, I wonder if the people sleeping in their cars, because let me give you some of the things that the media, the crooked media, want you to believe. That the people that count, not you sleeping in the car, not you wanting to go to a Trump rally, they want you to believe that the people that really count in this country want to know what will happen to the Republican Party afterwards. Now, do you think the people sleeping in their car to go to this Trump rally today are really concerned if Paul Ryan will remain Speaker of the House? Are they really concerned that somebody will keep Hillary Clinton in check? Or are they at the rally because they think he's going to win? The media may deter and bring down and depress some of you out there, but you're not depressing these people. In Florida, where Donald has to win, interesting. I'm going to revert back. I always tell you every day. What do I tell you at least once a week? We're talking about a state where Marco Rubio is leading. Pay attention, folks. Marco Rubio is leading for re-election to Senate, but let's not forget, he was on the debate stage with Donald Trump. He is a current senator, U.S. senator. That's statewide, folks, by the way. From Miami to Pensacola to Tallahassee to Jacksonville to Naples. Marco Rubio is a U.S. sitting senator in Florida that stood on the debate stage for a long period of time. He did not get out of the race early. Okay? Jeb Bush, very popular governor of the state of Florida at his time, very popular. Donald Trump beat both of them. Both of them. Pushed them right out of the race. Now, several slept in their cars in the parking lot of the airport, hoping to get a good spot to see Trump later in the day. News 6 will live stream the rally on clickorlando.com. I challenge you to go on Facebook and find the Hillary Clinton rallies. It'll tell you. And find the Trump rallies and watch 35, 55, 60,000 viewing the Trump rally and 6,000 and 7,000. They're going to fix that. You watch and see. You might think, well, BKP, you really think you have that kind of pull? I'm going to tell you something. Some people listen out there. They're going to fix that. Somehow Facebook's got to fix that because they cannot have Facebook users going on there and seeing 60,000 and 35,000 watching Donald Trump and 5,000 and 6,000 watching Hillary Clinton. They can't do it. So they got to fix that, and I'm telling you that's happening. The campaign stop comes to its heels of a zigzag trip for Trump across Florida, a state many see as a must-win for the White House. Let's see, Florida tight race. According to the latest CBS News poll, Hillary Clinton has a slight lead, 46 to 43. It's not a down ballot election. The impression is the next 2 weeks, Hillary has won. The next 2 weeks, they're trying to elect and bring in the Senate and possibly the House. I'm here to tell you it's not true, okay? It is not true. 25,000 people, 12 hours, people sleeping in their cars. Turnout, election turnout. Republicans, you know it better than anybody. I'm going to take a break, but I want to read an email. You know it better than anybody, Republicans, okay? Because what did you hear after the last election? Mitt Romney lost because Republicans stayed home. Now, God knows only Republicans can stay home. I disagree. Republicans stayed home, okay? And 5 million votes or whatever is what is between what caused Romney not to be your president. Here's an email I got. People also need to be concerned with their deductibles rising, not just premiums. Thank you. Ours has gone from $500 per year to $5,000 and $7,500 deductible. Folks, I said that earlier, and I thank you for this. You may say those are enormous numbers. Yes, they are. What is happening is the deductible is going through the roof. And the reason it's going through the roof is because you're either on a fixed income or you only can allow so much a week to come out of your check. So if your budget to pay, this is the American family. This is who this needs to hit. Right. You need to wake up. Because before I go to break, here are the facts. Facts. If you have budgeted your groceries, your rent or mortgage, your gas for the week or the month to get back and forth to your job, the cost of school lunch, the cost of clothing, heat, everything, and you only have that $40 to take out of your check, you opt with increasing your deductible. So you're left with a choice. Ask workers today. Go ask them today. What went up? Your health care cost through the roof? No, my deductible. Oh, so you kept your health care costs down? Yes, but my deductible is now $5,000, $7,000 a year. So what happens? Something happens, and guess what? Doctor bills are coming in the mail. Well, I thought I had insurance. Got that deductible. Went up. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. What happens the day after election? Just a little bit of thought, and I'm going to give you a preview of tomorrow's show where we go from 3 hours starting tomorrow. I'm your host, BKP. Cole, take us to break.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Pizza Hut makes the best pizza in the entire universe, but they won't tell you that. I've been marooned on this planet for a while now. You are an impressive race. Your children know excellent hiding places. Your oceans aren't filled with lava. And you figured out how to combine a grilled cheese sandwich with a Pizza Hut pizza. Surely interstellar travel will soon follow. And then I can finally get back home. Round. Round like home. The grilled cheese stuffed crust pizza. Proof that no one out-pizzas the Hut.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
El Rey in Ellijay.
El Rey Mexican Restaurant.
Family owned and operated and a local favorite for families, parties, and meetings.
Great prices.
Friendly service and delicious Mexican cuisine.
Patio dining available.
Come sing in Carlos's Cantina every Friday 9 to 1.
Eat in or take away.
Same location for 14 years. Open 7 days at the corner of Maddox Drive and 515. North Georgia's favorite Mexican cuisine.
El Rey.
El Rey.
Folks, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show, FYNTV.com, FYNTV.com. Tell your friends. Tomorrow we go to 3 hours. We're going to look at some of the other things we're not able to get into, whether it be in the state of Georgia or some local issues. We have some constitutional amendments on the ballot here in Georgia. We have some state races. So I'm going to give you a little, what do I think about, this is going to be dangerous. Dangerous. What do I think about the Georgia Senate race between Johnny Isakson, Alan Buckley, and Mr. Barksdale, the Democrat, Libertarian? What do I think about that race? I'm going to tell you tomorrow. I'm going to tell you tomorrow what I think, and then just so I can see if I can pronounce it, I'm going to do a little, what do they call it, pontificating? Is that what it is? I'm going to tell you what I think could happen in that race tomorrow and what I think will take place. A couple of rumors going on out there, which I probably started months ago, that have come back. Mind control. I don't have time to go into depth on that. Now, we don't have a big staff here at FetchYourNews.com. I mean, I don't get off, I've had people send me emails say, well, why don't you cover this? Why don't you look deeper into this? I don't get off the air and have all these financial resources and have 3 and 4 people that I could start saying, hey, look up this, call this person, keep calling this office till you get an answer. I don't have all that. We will one day because we won't quit, but I don't have all that. So I don't have too much time to go into the research and the depth of this. But mind control, as silly as that sounds, There is something bad wrong that all of the WikiLeaks emails are revealing how behind Hillary's back, the Democrat from Podesta to Donna Brazile, it doesn't matter. They all in some way, shape, or another make a snide remark about Hillary. She's who they have to work with. And you just see one negative thing after another in the DNC, Hillary Clinton campaign, John Podesta, all of the websites, all of the WikiLeaks emails. You see these things over and over and over. But the media that has the attention of your optics and your brain, seriously, we don't have the emails where Republicans are doing all the infighting you're led to believe. Now, do I believe that Paul Ryan should come out today and just adamantly stand on a stage and said, vote Donald Trump? Yes. But we don't have any of the emails quite like the Democrats do. But you're led to believe that the Republicans are less satisfied with their nominee than the Democrats. And it's just not true. They don't think she has the stamina to do this. They think she's a mess. The deal, Uma with her emails about the deal with Morocco. Hey, Hillary made this mess. Behind the scenes, there's major problems at the DNC. The Democrat National Party, if and when the Republicans win, the Democrats there's a major problem. They have a disaster on their hands. They have the exposed WikiLeaks emails that show there's major problems within the DNC, the Hillary campaign, all the above. But you're not led to believe that. There's no such information being put out about the day after when Trump wins. Nothing. Everything is about Paul Ryan. Now, they will continue to try to destroy you and I. And you need to understand that. They will continue to try to destroy us. They will try to cause so much infighting as they have not already. We're going to then out of the woodwork, if you wake up and Hillary Clinton's been voted in, you're going to then they're going to start climbing out of the woodwork. Everybody's going to go back to their original candidate and say, if Marco would have run, we would have won. If this wouldn't have happened, if we'd all got behind Ted Cruz, that's the day after. The best part will be that I am wrong for them. You know, the conservative talk, radio, TV programs like this, we will be wrong and we caused the problem. We got you fired up out there about a candidate that we knew could never win. This is all the things. They're all over the place, ready to go, ready to destroy us internally. What happens the day after the election? I think we ought to start looking at what happens the day after the election when Donald Trump wins. And I think that's what some media, and I'm going to actually ask some of the conservative media groups that have the research staff, that have the people to put the stuff together that I do not have. If I had a staff, I would start putting together what I think happens the day after Donald Trump wins to the Democrat Party, because I think there's some things going to happen afterwards. And I don't think it's all going to be within the Republican Party. There's a possibility that the Republican Party gets up on November 9th and is stronger than it's ever been, because it's new and improved. New and improved's okay for other things. Why can't it be for the Republican Party? There's a possibility that we get up on November 9th, and we have a majority in the Senate, and we have a majority in the House, and we have the executive branch up there at the White House, and the Republican Party's in good shape. There's a possibility. Now, For some of you, it won't be in good shape because you just won't consider that. That goes for any party. But there's a good possibility of that. There's a good possibility on November 9th that we start seeing a massive amount of resignations immediately. Because what you don't know, a lot of legislation is written that your elected officials cannot be charged, and the only thing they could do if found corrupt is be removed from office. Now, I don't have time for this, but you can Google the House. They don't have jurisdiction when they leave office. So I'll just throw this little red meat out there and ask you, why did the governor of Georgia, Nathan Deal, leave as the House of Representatives representative to the 9th District of the people of Georgia? Do you think it was to run for governor? Why did he leave that position? He didn't have to. Check it out for yourself. Anyhow, what happens the day after? We're going to talk about that. Now, I've got something I want to set up tomorrow. I want to apologize to, I got an email and I was not able to set this up. If this individual, if we could set this up tomorrow, I'm going to do this. They wanted to call in. I talked earlier about drilling this down. Your premiums are going up through the roof on Obamacare. Your deductibles are going through the roof on Obamacare. I asked you earlier to drill it down to your counties because your counties are having to raise taxes to pay for these increases in premiums, and they're having to, healthcare is strangling, which is your money that you pay their benefits. And healthcare is strangling local government on the level of your cities, at your small cities. Now, you will see in the next administration, I'm kind of going to say either or, okay? Whether you have a Hillary Clinton or you have Donald Trump, you're going to see in the next administration, you're going to see the collapse of major cities. You think Detroit was bad, you're going to see the collapse, because just because Donald Trump gets elected doesn't mean Obamacare is gone and everything goes in 2017 that they held back. They held this thing back as far as they can in 2017, and they don't have the money. Illinois doesn't have the money to pay teachers. Chicago doesn't have the money to pay teachers. Illinois doesn't have the money to even fiscally operate their state budget. So folks, no matter who gets elected, the collapse is in. And you look at what healthcare is doing to your local counties, rural and small cities. The collapse has got to happen. You don't have any more money to give. I will never forget, as long as I live, and some people out there will not understand who this is. If you're out in Illinois this morning listening, you'll not understand this, but just put the name of your local commissioner in the place of this one. I'll never forget sitting over at Gilmer County Commissioner's office on the back bench. We call it the back bench. And that's back when current Chairman Charlie Paris used to sit back there with me before he became the chairman of the county. And I'll never forget sitting on the back bench when J.C. Sanford raised taxes on the citizens of Gilmer County, and I looked at him and I said, we don't have any more to give. I'll never forget it. I said, Mr. Chairman, we don't have any more to give. We don't have any more to give. Okay? I'm telling you now, you don't have any more to give, but you will on a local level. Here's a point we need to bring up. The intimate collapse of local governments will happen, whether you think so or not. I want to try to get this discussion tomorrow and see if this person can join me tomorrow. We need to discuss increasing minimum wage. If Hillary is elected and minimum wage goes to $15 or even $12 an hour, that will also affect your county. And just like small business and large businesses, think about it. If your costs go up that much, you will just pick a few best hourly employees and let the rest go. Folks, you better pay attention, because if minimum wage goes up, everybody yells. I just want to throw the baseball at the screen here for a strike, because this is a strike. What do they say? They mess with your brain, folks. They say minimum wage, and what do they say next? Walmart. Minimum wage, Walmart. That's what they say, because that resonates, that rings. The poor person over at Walmart that Walmart is working for less than minimum wage, and how dare them, minimum wage, Walmart. Right? Let me tell you what happens first. First, they enact minimum wage, meaning your states have to follow it and abide by it. That's first. Meaning your states have to pay all state employees. Well, we got state employees making less than $15 an hour. Well, but that's the thing. It'll go in first. Then it'll roll down to the county. Okay? Now, maybe you have a county, a rural county, that you have some employees making $9.50, $10 an hour. Maybe they are. But immediately, the cost will go from $10 to $15, if that's the case, an hour. And you'll look at an increase in your county, and it will go up enormously. Look at your payroll in your county. Go ask your county to look at the payroll. Go look at your county payroll. You will be shocked when you see the numbers. Just payroll. That will have to go up. Then that will leave your commissioners with a choice. Raise taxes to pay the increase, or just say we only have X, we have to cut back. This is a snowball going downhill, and it is gaining steam, and the end result, sad to say, is we go broke on a local level. And I'm sorry to say that. Well, you don't know my county. We are fiscally strong. Folks, you're not as fiscally strong as you think, okay? No matter where you're at today. You may have some conservative people that have run your county, but they can't run your county conservative enough. Let me just say something here. You may have some very conservative local people that have run your county for a long time, wherever you're at in America. But they cannot be conservative enough to pay for the mandates that are coming down the hill from the federal government to the state and the state to them, and the increased cost to trying to run it. Go show up one day and ask them. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Let me make sure I get to this. We know 10,000 soldiers owe up to $20 million. There's a story we all love, right? 10,000 National Guard soldiers out in California that were offered a bonus are told now that there's about $20 million they owe back. I call it the Purple Heart payback. We have people that served tours of duty in Iraq when we had the surge and we needed people to meet those numbers, and they have a Purple Heart. It's called the Purple Heart payback, okay? It wasn't enough to give to your country. Now you got to pay it back, these bonuses. Texas and Georgia, Arizona are not in play. I need to leave you with this. Texas is not in play. It's part of the mind control. Georgia's not in play. It's part of the mind control. Arizona's not in play. It's part of the mind control. You're not going to convince me that the people of Arizona and the people of Texas do not understand how crucial it is to protect this border and to stop what is happening, the drugs, illegal drugs coming through their states and their border. You're not going to convince me of that. It resonated too well in this country as Donald Trump campaigned. You can't convince me of that. Georgia, just not in play. I'm not giving you that, all right? So those are not in play. if they were going down ballot, let me leave you, don't forget, if they were going down ballot, you would not have a Hillary Clinton campaign in Hillsborough County, Tampa, Florida, tomorrow to try to counteract what Trump has gone down there and done. Yes, the Real Clear Politics, we have told you the polls that count, IBD poll, TI, the tip poll, it's called the tip tracking, Hillary is up 1, okay? The only one that is outrageous is the ABC, which we're not shocked there. George Stephanopoulos is probably running the ABC tracking poll. It's up 12, okay? And for those of you, if those of you that are, and I don't think there's ever been anybody that has ever said this on TV, radio, I don't think there's ever been a host say this to somebody. If you are actually watching ABC and you're watching This Week with George Stephanopoulos and you are confused that you don't know that George Stephanopoulos is not in the tank for the Clintons, worked for the Clintons, and is part of the Clinton crime family, then would you please do not tune in to me tomorrow, because I can't afford to have you as a viewer. It would take way too much work to bring you around, okay? I probably have never said that, never heard anybody say, please don't tune in. Because I just do not have the energy to try to turn you around to get you convinced if you are fooled that bad on Sunday morning to believe that Good Morning or This Week with George Stephanopoulos is a balanced show and he's not part of the Clinton crime family. All right, Kelly Ayotte's up by 4. I'm going to leave you. What did I tell you? Don't forget, we're calling it New Hampshire is Hillary Clinton's Utah. I explained it earlier. There's a reason she was up there, because it's supposed to be a clear choice for Hillary Clinton, okay? But it's not. All right. I'm your host trying to get out of here. George is coming in. He's going to give you his opinion of what's happening. I will be here for 3 hours tomorrow. Don't forget, tomorrow I'm going to pontificate. What I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to tell you what I think about the Georgia Senate race. And we're going to talk about the amendments, the constitutional amendments on the ballot. That's what we're going to do in that third hour in Georgia. And don't forget, Donald Trump is bringing in 25,000 and 50,000 on Facebook watching these. Facebook will have to fix that today, because God knows I seen Hillary Clinton on Facebook. Cole, you know how you can see those Facebook live feeds and you can see how many people are watching? You got a little eye and it show you how many people are watching. You know what I'm saying, right? Yeah. Because with the mind control that's going on out there, I want to make sure I haven't lost my mind. No. So I am accurate on how it works, right? Yeah, you said. Yeah, I can see it, right? Okay, Cole backed me up on, yeah, check the crazy world. Hillary Clinton gives a speech on Facebook, 8,000 people. Yesterday afternoon, I watched Donald Trump in Tampa, like 53,000. 12 hours sleeping in their car. Folks, the people that are sleeping in their car and showed up 12 hours early in Florida to see Trump are not thinking about him losing, not thinking about what happens to the Republican Party the next day, and not thinking about if Paul Ryan will be Speaker of the House. They think Donald Trump will win. And so do I. I'm your host, FYN TV. Stay tuned.com. Stay tuned for George.